Coming up on the Fox Montana News at 9.
It's just devastating.
YMCA meth. Parents react to allegations of a daycare employee using drugs at work. Tonight's big story. Court documents released today paint an unthinkable picture of a YMCA Learning Center employee who allegedly used meth on the job and put infants at risk. The 9-page court affidavit reveals employees noticed the suspect, 30-year-old Autumn Hines, taking long breaks at work. One employee caught her hiding in a large cabinet in the Learning Center's laundry room. Police say the cabinet was being used as a, quote, drug den, and inside they found snort tubes, lighters, a glass pipe, and a container of meth. A drug cleanup expert performed initial tests throughout the facility and found Hines didn't just smoke in that cabinet, but in the employee bathroom as well, where it appears she inhaled into the vent fan. Those cleaning tests showed meth fumes permeated the entire learning center, with every room testing positive for meth, specifically in the infant room. Well, tonight that harsh reality sets in as more than 60 families now have to test their children for drug exposure. Lindsay Dragudis is mother to 5-month-old Charlie. Lindsay says when she first found out one employee allegedly brought and smoked meth at the facility where her child sleeps, eats, and plays, her jaw dropped and she burst into tears.
Complete shock. I was listening to Heather on the phone and I blacked out. I was devastated and then started bawling.
Charlie has been in the care of employees at the Y Learning Center for 2 months. Lindsay says she received great recommendations from friends and family before making the tough decision as a parent to place Charlie there.
Everybody I had talked to had talked about how great the workers were there and how involved they were with the community and how much their children loved going there, and it felt like a safe and secure place.
But just 48 hours after finding meth in the facility, the YMCA is now urging Lindsay and all parents to take their children to a doctor to be tested. The Y has even set up an account at First Step in Missoula to make this process smoother for parents. It's something Lindsay says was hard to fathom for her infant, but something she's already done.
I took preventative measures or precautionary measures to begin with and had my doctor look over Charlie before they had recommended that and had her drug tested, but it did come back negative, so that's the positive.
But she still questions how something like this could happen.
It's a hard process to decide who's going to take care of your child when you have to go back to work, and you make the best decision that you can, and then to find out that something like this can go on, it's just devastating.
At this point, there is no date as to when or if the Y Learning Center will open again, but Lindsay knows she'll take more caution and care in finding a future daycare center to make sure her precious little Charlie is well cared for. Now, Lindsay says in the future she would like to have her daycare providers drug tested since they are taking care of her precious, helpless little daughter. In the meantime, initial tests at the Learning Center indicate a lot of cleanup work still needs to be done, $80,000 worth according to police. A detailed list of the samples is expected by Friday. The suspect in this case, Autumn Hines, appeared this afternoon in Missoula County Justice Court to face felony drug charges. Court documents point to a prior history of opioid pill and heroin use. Hines had been an employee at the Learning Center for 3 years. She told police she decorated the laundry room cabinet, her so-called drug den, as an area to get away on work breaks. The judge set Hines bail at $30,000. If released, she cannot have contact with children except her own. She's also not allowed to contact any of her former co-workers or families of the children she looked after. Hines is due in court again later this month.